Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Anuj Pachhel, an intern poster at GMC Nagpur, and in this video I'll be telling you how you can study more consistently so that you don't lose motivation midway and give up, immediately resulting you going back in the competition. I'm currently targeting NEET PG 2024 and these are some of the things which I'm applying to my life as I speak, and these are very practical tips that you can apply anytime during your preparation. And it doesn't matter what exam you're preparing for, boards ho, NEET PG ho, INI, CT ho, whatever, these tips will be definitely helpful to you. Over the last 5.5 years as an MBBS student, I've secured numerous distinctions as well as gold medals and also secured first prize in so many different quizzes, all because I was able to study consistently no matter what. At the same time, I also had a lot of distractions and a lot of different things to do, such as attend postings, make videos for you guys, grow a business, but I did all of that along with study. And in this video, I'll be breaking down into 10 practical tips how you can do the same. And nothing is stopping you. I'm telling you, this video will help you quite a lot. So step 1 is writing down your goal on a piece of paper and sticking it on a place where you're going to be visualizing it every day. Right here on this almari, I have got NEET PG 2024. I've got my desired All India rank written. I've written down Dr. Anuj Pachhel because that is what I wanted to be, and this has been here since final year MBBS, right? So whenever I wake up, right on my bed over here, the first thing that I see is this. The first thing that I'm reminded of is what is my purpose right over here. My purpose is to study for NEET PG. My purpose is to get a good rank, and my purpose is to achieve that goal which I've written it down. Unless and until you don't remind yourself what your actual goal is, your day will not have a direction. Your day will just go randomly कि तुम उठ रहे हो, कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हो, and then day khatam ho ja raha hai. If you have a reminder every day, you will see and you will work towards that goal. It's very, very strong. I tell you, write it down and it will work wonders for you. I did the same thing for NEET UG as well. वहीं पे लगा था NEET UG का और वहीं पे लगा NEET PG का. And that is how I keep myself motivated right from the start of the morning. So if you haven't done it right now, just take a piece of paper, okay, write down whatever your desired rank is, desired exam is, desired subject is, gold medal, distinction, jo bhi hai, whatever it is, just write it down and stick it somewhere and see it every day and visualize that this is what you are going to be doing one day. Next thing is that make a list of all the different subjects which are there in that particular exam. So let me just talk a little bit specific about NEET PG. NEET PG, we got 19 subjects, and so I made a list of those 19 subjects in the priority that I want to finish them. So I've got medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, pediatrics, anatomy, pharmac, radio. All of these are different priorities and I have to finish them. What this helps me do is that it helps me visualize, okay, this is the exam and these are the small steps that I want to take in order to complete this entire mission of NEET PG. What I've also done is that even these subjects I've segregated into subtopics which are extremely important for me to do. So this way I have broken down this entire big exam, that is, let's say, NEET PG, into small different achievable steps which I can take throughout the day. For example, completing the Q Bank of microbiology, or let's say revising parasitology, or let's say doing APG analysis from medicine. So these are all the small steps that I have to perfect in order to get a good rank, is what I imagine. In fact, this is exactly what I did for NEET UG as well, and I secured an All India rank of 885 in NEET UG back in 2018. So these tips apply to you guys as well if you're NEET aspirants. एक fear जो होता है तुम्हारे दिमाग में वो थोड़ा decrease हो जाता है, and that's very, very helpful. By the way, just a gentle reminder that if you are enjoying the videos which I'm making, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It genuinely means a lot and it would pay off for all the time, effort and energy that goes on to making even a single video. Trust me, it takes a lot of time. The next point is that find a good place that you can call a place to study. If you don't have a good environment to study, it's going to be difficult to stay consistent. I'm a firm believer that ergonomics is a very, very useful thing in our lives. Ergonomics is like how the environment reacts with the person and how the person reacts with the environment. So if both of them are complementary, then you are in the most optimized state. So in a way, what you have to do is that find a good space where you can sit every day comfortably. बिना की services हो जहाँ पे तुम्हारे पास एक table हो, where you can have your power setup as well, कि if you need to charge your iPad, where you can stick notes onto the wall, or where you can, you know, just store things for your convenience, where you can easily go and grab your notes. So just find a place like this. If you don't have a place like this at your home, because I understand that if you live in a home and there is a lot of chaos there are TVs which can be running, there is mixer, कुछ भी होता है, आवाज़ बहुत रहती है, so it's not always possible to find this place at your home. What you can do at that point is go to the library of your college. Okay, let's say that you're a college student, you can go to your library and study over there. Most of the times in most of the colleges, libraries are top notch. वहाँ पे अच्छे से बैठ के तुम पढ़. So find your cubicle and claim that cubicle, and उसी cubicle में बैठ के तुम अच्छे से पढ़ो. I have known a lot of students and seniors from my college who did not really find that much effectiveness in studying at home. So they just studied 12 hours in the library and they got a very decent rank in their exams as well. So find a good place to study. If you don't even have a library, if you don't even have a good place to study at home, join a study room. It's hardly like 500-600 rupees per month, and if you're going to go for a very extravagant one, it can go up to like 1,500 per month. But if you are studying nicely, I think those money, that 30 rupees that you're spending per day, is absolutely worth it, because तुम्हारी पढ़ाई हो रही है, and it's okay, you are paying for your own self. So don't ever think yaar ye to महंगी चीजें बता रहा है, but it's not like that. If you are investing in yourself, it's always an investment. It's not a spending, it's an investment. So that's how you have to imagine it. The third practical tip was to find a good environment to study and make it your own, claim it, and just sit here every day. Talking about studying consistently, if you're a NEET UG student who has appeared for counseling and decided, okay, this is not for me, I'm going to take a drop and give a shot next year, you can definitely consider Sankalp Bharat's Neutron Prime batch for you. This batch will help you kickstart your preparation for NEET. The initial phase will help you clear up the backlogs, and later this batch will be merged with the Neutron 2.0 batch, and the classes will be held regularly. Along with this, you will have exclusive test series, weekly tests, so many DPPs, video lectures, notes, and doubt sessions regularly. And I'm pretty sure with this batch you'll be very, very consistent. Amazing experienced faculties like Tarun sir and MD sir will be present. But the best part is that this batch is extremely affordable at just rupees 2595 if you apply my discount code, that is Anuj, to get 25% off on Neutron Prime batch. So go check it out using the link in the description. So that brings me to my fourth tip, and this is the most difficult tip over here, is to just sit down and start studying. I know it is it's like very boring, इसमें कुछ नहीं कर सकते, but that's actually the truth. If you want to study, the most difficult task is just sitting down like this. तुम बस नीचे देखो, पढ़ाई करो. That is the most difficult task, literally. Other things are all easy. You can find a place, you can do the wall पे तुम अपना goal target चिपका दो, and you can do whatever you want. But the moment you start studying actually is the real, victory. So it can be very difficult to start studying initially because inertia is a thing, and inertia does not allow you to leave the state of rest. It wants you to stay at rest, don't go into motion. But you'll realize that once you just sit for just 5 minutes, okay, just have an alarm clock, 5 minutes better, and you'll see that inertia is completely broken down. So what will happen, your inertia is broken down, you have more chance to focus, and you won't really be afraid of studying anymore. So if you're feeling like आज मुझे नहीं पढ़ना, just tell yourself 5 minutes के लिए बैठना है, 5 minutes के लिए बैठो, पढ़ना शुरू करो. That inertia, once it's broken, you won't stop studying. So I convince myself, okay, just 5 minutes, Anuj, just sit down over here, solve 2 question banks, that's it. And the moment I sit down, I start solving question banks, the motivation starts to kick in immediately. And I realize that by the end, like 1-2 घंटे pass हो गए, I have done like 5-7 question banks, plus I've also studied a few things, I've written down a few notes, and I'm like 2 hours more advanced into my journey. So that what you can also do is a method called as the Pomodoro method. Everybody knows about it. Just set up a timer. The website that I recommend is bigtimer.net, and you can set up that timer and sit down to study. The next practical actionable step that you can take is have a calendar in your room which will remind you what day it is and have you wasted that day or have you studied in that day. In my room, that's the calendar over there, I can see it right now, and I've also marked my internship schedule over there. So currently I'm posted in radiotherapy, and I can see what my schedule is, and I can also see that have I wasted this day or have I utilized it. What this also helps me do is it helps me visualize, okay, my exam let's say is in January and I've got 5 or 6 months left in total to study for it, and currently we are in August, so August, September, October, November, December, and then we've got January. So roughly 5 months we've got. So this also helps me grasp a sense of this time bound thing, and if it's time bound, it's pretty urgent and you have much more motivation to study. Next point, very important, is have a routine. So this is very difficult if you are an intern like me, because during heavy postings, routine is very, very difficult to find because you can be called anytime during the hospital. तुम्हें कभी भी छुट्टी मिल सकती है. It's nothing is defined basically in internship. I have a huge video about internship coming up as well, like the 4 months update about how it's going on and what's my current expectations and all that. If you're interested, let me know down below in the comments. I did not have a routine like 2 months back because internship was taking a heavy toll on my life and I was not able to do anything. But now what I've figured out is that I actually have a good routine. That is, I wake up, study at least 1 or 2 lectures in the morning itself, go to the posting because now it's the light posting, so 6 hours की posting होती है. After 6 hours, come back home, just take a rest, relax. थोड़े 1-2 lectures और देखना, शाम में just go out for a coffee or something, come back and also study till you have your dinner. After dinner, also study, and then just end the day. Sometimes I also have recording session or podcast sessions, so I have to take out extra time for that. But apart from that, this has sort of been the routine which I have had for the last 2 months, and this has been extremely productive for me because I feel like if you divide your time, okay, morning mein 1.5 hour, afternoon mein 2 hours, evening mein 2 hours, and night mein 2-3 hours, you're getting like 7 or 8 hours of study every day. You're also doing your postings, you're also getting enough sleep. So this is the way I have divided it, and it feels good to me. So I think that you can apply this schedule if you have like a 6-hour coaching class, or if you are having an internship of light posting which are going on like radiotherapy or TB or infectious disease or something like that. But what I realized is that since I did not have a schedule in the first 2 months of internship, it was really, really hectic for me. I don't think I even studied for like 1 hour every day during the heavy postings? Yeah, because emergency duties, night duties, admission days, 24-hour duties, so many things. How can one person study while having to do internship in heavy posting? So thankfully those have ended and now the light have started, so I can focus more. But anyways, my main point without getting distracted is have a schedule. If you are a NEET UG aspirant, it is imperative that you have a schedule. I know so many people who wake up at 12 in the morning, okay, and 12 in the afternoon I would say, and then they just don't do anything for the rest of the day. थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ाई कर लेते हैं, evening they go out and night they sleep. So basically you are destroying your life in a way if you don't have a schedule. So have a schedule, have a routine. This is the actionable step that I wanted to give. Next point is point number 7, I think, is give a lot of tests. Give tests and analyze ki what are your weak points. If you don't give tests, if you don't measure if you are doing your studies correctly or not, there is no point. Because you can go on studying and studying and studying and studying, and if you don't test yourself, what is the point of that studying? You will never know कि तुम्हारे weak points क्या है, तुम्हारे strong points क्या है, where you have to put more attention, where you have to put less attention. So in a way, as important as studying is, I think giving tests and analyzing your mistakes is equally important. So if you want to stay consistent to your studies, what you have to do is give a lot of tests, like every week if possible, give a small test. Every day if you can solve a question bank in which you can test your active memory, that's also well and good. And adjust your plan according to whatever is going on currently with your test results. So give a lot of tests, they will help you keep you motivated. They will demotivate you sometimes, but I think that demotivation is so much more doable, bearable than the demotivation you will get if you don't secure your desired seat or desired rank in your desired college. So it's okay to get demotivated after you see a bad test result, but know that you have to trust the process and progress will happen if you study consistently. The next point is taking breaks. Taking breaks should not be about scrolling Instagram or watching videos on YouTube. Taking break should be about giving a break to your mind from continuously having to put effort to understand a subject and to understand your concepts. So you can just go sit down and meditate. I'm a huge fan of meditating. I do it all the time because it helps me calm my mind down. Or if that is not possible for you, you can just stay away from your phone, okay? Stay away from technology, because that's gonna, egg scroll will turn into 1 hour, you won't even know it. So stay away from technology. I usually also play the guitar whenever I'm on a break. Let's say I studied for 2-3 hours and then I feel like मुझे आधे घंटे का break चाहिए. I play the guitar, I talk to my parents, I talk to my friends on call, and that's it. वो होने के बाद I sit for 5 minutes बोल के, and then I continue to study. So this is also what you can apply to your life. Take breaks which are productive. Don't take breaks which are devastating for you. Take breaks which will help you relax. Don't take breaks which will help you actively drain your energy, like watching reels or watching shorts or whatever. So yes. The next point is have fun with whatever you're doing. I always used to feel during my NEET UG days a sort of pressure, okay, do or die hai. So I never really enjoyed the process of studying as much as I am doing currently, because I feel very happy to tell you that whenever I'm studying, I feel like this will help me in treating my patients, and that's the best feeling that you can have, that whatever you're studying will be actually helpful in real life. So study will be very, very efficient if you're having fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, you won't have the feeling to get up and study. So some subjects obviously can be boring, but you have to have fun with it in your own way. For example, microbiology is pretty boring. We all know that, right? You can use Sketchy Micro if you feel like it. You can use Sketchy Pharmac, or you can use Pathoma for pathology. So resources which make studies a little bit more fun. You can use ChatGPT to ask you questions from Micro, and that will make it more fun. And that is also one similar thing, which if you feel like it's boring, you can go to like Biodigital Human or some other anatomy sites. You can just watch the few dissection videos over there. Maybe you'll find your spark once again. And lastly, the most important tip, number 11th, is subscribe to my channel. If you are a subscriber of the channel, immediately you'll be bombarded with amazing, nice, high quality videos about how to increase your score probably, or how you can be much more productive. So if you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing that. Click the red button, it will really help out a lot. And those are all the 10 actionable steps you can do right now. Thank you so much for watching. It's your boy Anuj Pachhel. And make sure that you check out Sankalp Bharat's Neutron Prime batch using the link in the description. Use my code ANUJ to get 25% off. Thank you.